What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me here today on this Friday, December 15th, 2022 for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, coming to you from the MOD Crypt, as always, bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube. If you missed anything in the past week, click the I bring down the menu. You know the drill. Please get caught up on all the latest videos. I'd appreciate it. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Up front, opinionated, critical, honest. And I'm going to speak my fucking mind whether you like it or not. I want to welcome you guys once again to Metal Album Warfare Fridays here on the channel. And tonight we got an awesome battle for you guys of two death metal elites. Once again with Cryptworm Spewing Mephitic Putridity versus Putrid Evocation-Eternal, Gloom, void of Agony and Repugnancy. Now, Spewing Mephitic Putridity was released in 2022 on M.S.U.O Records in combination with Pulverized, and Eternal Gloom, void of Agony and Repugnancy was released in 2021 on Burning Coffin Records. Two amazing labels. Make sure you guys check them out. What a great roster that these labels have. Now for the lineups, we have in Putrid Evocation, Kenny Chacama on guitars, Benjamin Castro-Guitars vocals, Roberto Jimenez-Bass and backing vocals, A.V. on the drums. Now for Cryptworm, we have Tibor, Hanyi-Vocals, guitars and bass, Joe Knight on the drums. Now, two more members have been added to Cryptworm as Joe Knight has decided to leave Cryptworm and focus on another project, and the following was posted from the Facebook page from Cryptworm by Tibor Hanyi, and he says, Joe has decided to quit Cryptworm to follow a different path musically, and I respect his decision. I'd like to thank him for the 8 years that we spent together. Without him, this band couldn't have existed. Our last gig with Joe will be Friday, October 8th, which passed, obviously, in Worcester. Kind words from Tibor. So there you go. All right, let's get into it, shall we? First up, we have Disgorged Chunks of Life from Spewing Mephitic Putridity versus Evokers of the Obscurity Reveal the True Cause of Death from Eternal Gloom, and these tracks are equally fucking awesome, though Putrid Evocation is a bit more on the cosmic horrifying death metal side of the spectrum, very nightmare-inducing, void-filled stuff, whereas Cryptworm is more focused on the rotting, disgusting, gross, putrid, slime-ridden death metal. But they do complement each other well. These are both incredible tracks full of intensity and brutality, but Putrid Evocation has a little bit more of that atmosphere, but Cryptworm still has atmosphere, but it's more disgusting and vile and gross. But both these tracks are awesome, so they're both getting a point. Next, we have Immense Cerebral Decomposition from Spewing Mephitic Putridity versus Spreading the Impure Seed of Antichrist Ejaculation Upon Your Dismal Skeleton, which is an interlude from Eternal Gloom. And I got to give it to Cryptworm on this one because this is an actual metal song. Now, this interlude from Putrid Evocation is still really good, atmospheric, dark, and foreboding, and cosmic, horrifying stuff, but the metal track, Immense Cerebral Decomposition, obviously going to get the point here. Cryptworm does a great job on this track at delivering some great groove, gross, disgusting production, and just slime-ridden drums and bass and vocals. And yeah, Cryptworm gets the point here. Next, we have Reduced to Liquefied Mass from Spewing Mephitic Putridity versus Faceless Shadows from Eternal Gloom. And Faceless Shadows is one of the best Putrid Evocation tracks I've ever heard. This one's getting the point, though Reduced to Liquefied Mass is still an awesome track. Like the title suggests, that's what it sounds like, okay? But Faceless Shadows is very nightmare-inducing, void-filled, ethereal, spectral death metal with that cosmic, horrifying atmosphere, and I feel a lot more from this track than I do from Reduced to Liquefied Mass, but I still love both of them. But Faceless Shadows gets the edge on this one, so Putrid Evocation takes the point here. Next, from Spewing Mephitic Putridity, we have Disembowelment Draped in Gore versus Cryptical Rites of Rotting Flesh from Eternal Gloom. And again, both these tracks very awesome, though the Disembowelment Draped in Gore track is a lot more disgusting, rotten, putrid, gross, and slime-ridden. Cryptical Rites of Rotting Flesh sounds like a testament to the undead and the cosmic horror of things that are completely unfathomable and unspeakable. That's what you get with Putrid Evocation, though Putrid Evocation does have a lot of rot and disgust in their sound. Cryptworm is a lot more focused on that, as the album cover suggests, but both of these tracks are awesome, but I do want to give a point to both Cryptworm and Putrid Evocation here because these are great tracks. Next, Premature Entombment from Spewing Mephitic Putridity versus Surrounded by Emanating Black Mist from the Depths of a Derelict Grave, with another interlude from Putrid Evocation. And I gotta give this one to Cryptworm again because this is an actual metal track. But the interlude here from Putrid Evocation is dark, foreboding, atmospheric, very emanating with just rotting blackness and like spectral terror, things of that nature, and very, very cool. But I do got to give the point to Cryptworm because Premature Entombment is a fucking great track on this full length. I'm looking forward to Cryptworm's next full length as well as Putrid Evocation's next full length. And I didn't mention that Cryptworm hail from the UK, Putrid Evocation from South America. So I mean, you get a very dynamic duo, right? Like, these two bands have a very different sound, but I mean, fuck, they're both death metal, and both these tracks are great, but I gotta give it to Premature Entombment here, so Cryptworm with another point. Finally, Septic Phlegm Asphyxia from Spewing Mephitic Putridity versus Rising Spirit Beyond the Corpse from Eternal Gloom. And of course, both these tracks, fucking awesome stuff, just great, ugly, disgusting death metal, but again, Putrid Evocation on the more cosmic, horror, atmospheric side, whereas Septic Phlegm Asphyxia, that's literally what it sounds like. Rotting sepsis, asphyxiation, suffocation, gurgling death metal, and just great bands. These two bands, guys, are what death metal should fucking sound like, okay? None of that clean, overproduced tech death fucking wankery or slam or deathcore, okay? You want real death metal, go into the fucking underground. That's where you're gonna find it, okay? Simple as that. Now, Spewing Mephitic Putridity does have 8 tracks, and Eternal Gloom, A Void of Agony, and Repugnancy only has 6, so this has been a 6 versus 6 track battle. Now we're going to add up the scores. Spewing Mephitic Putridity comes in with 5 points, Eternal Gloom coming in with 4, but Cryptworm does take the win, but by a small margin. Putrid Evocation, still an amazing fucking band, and I look forward to what both of these bands are going to be doing in the future, because if it's anything like the releases I already have from these two projects, then I'm fucking stoked. Hail the fucking underground. Alright, there you have it. Another Metal Album Warfare's in the books here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Merchandise, click the home page. The store tab is there. Go check out all the merch. I'd appreciate it. Join the channel right now. Become an MOD Elite for just $2.49 for your first month, $4.99 thereafter. Thank you to Nick, who just joined. I really appreciate you, as well as Anthony. He joined recently, and Trip6 Gaming, our 3 most recent members to join the MOD VIP Elite. Thank you so much, guys. Hit the join button right now. You get access to exclusive content, review requests within reason, of course. Now, that could be a top 15, an album ranking, Metal Album Warfare's, or album reviews, band interviews, and promotions. Going to be interviewing Cadaver right here on the channel very, very soon, as soon as they finish up their album. They are a Washington-based black metal band. I know the guys personally. They're my friends. These kids, man, I'm telling you, they're in their early 20s. They know what the fuck they're doing. I'm very excited to bring them to the channel here, and much more for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the fucking video. Have an awesome day. We will see you for the Crypt Underground Metal Radio Show tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Members only live stream. Hails.